Why, hello, visitors. Are you ready for another storytelling with your dear host, Ashley, aka the Dragon Lover 95? If so, then I hope you're prepared for what is to come, for this may actually be quite a different experience. And with that note, I am here with another creepypasta reading, guys. But this one wasn't actually made by me. It was actually made by my good friend, Danny. And, well, she actually surprised me with this one. I'm not kidding. Turns out the creepypasta that I wrote, she absolutely loved it. I was actually surprised at that. But she took her she took her time and effort into actually making this. And I'm about to read it to you guys. If you guys remember the first one I made, the video that I made of one of her fanfics, yeah, you might actually remember her taking a sign of the Dark Carnival, which I myself had literally brought in some tips as well as some little mentionings about the characters and so forth. But not really a biggie. Anyways, this one is called Broken Hearted. And as her notes, after reading Riala's heart and gaining some information upon the project, I'm assuming that she's talking about dreams are reality. If so, you guys really should give her a helping hand. It would really, really help her. It's mainly voice acting. That's mainly the reason why. Anyways, I decided to take it upon myself to do what she didn't because I love that creepy pasta. Sorry if that came out so weirdly. I was trying to sound like Envy, but it came out as like the character Blackheart I voiced back in my earlier readings. Anyways, this is Knight's point of view. If you guys remember Knights from the creepypasta, and no, I'm not talking about the creepypasta of Nights in the Dreams, I'm talking about the one from Rial's Heart, where I really made Knights kinda depressed. Very depressed. And Danny has taken the idea and turned it up a notch. Let's just see how she did it. Note, I am going to have to read in Knights' voice because it is Knights' talking in this. It's been very peaceful lately. I usually would be in mid-battle right now with Riala. Heck, for these past several weeks, I haven't gotten into a scuffle with him, nor have I seen him. I was currently at the Dream Gate waiting for any visitors to play with. Because if you must know, Knights is always welcoming visitors. That's just his thing. Always the curious little rascal he is. Out of all the visitors I met, one was always in the back of my mind. Ashley. That's literally how Doll said my name. And, well, I think that's how British people would honestly pronounce names. I don't know. Different people pronounce different names, okay? I'm not trying to be racist or anything. She had become more than a close friend to me. But Riala, I had never seen a day where they weren't together. Riala seemed connected to her in some way. He protected her and never stole her idea. He even came around me without beating me up or putting me in a cage. Because, each chase mission, Knight always is captured in a cage. I guess he is a bird. Anyways, Ashley was obviously special to him for some reason. I was glad to see him so happy. Recently, I haven't been seeing Ashley coming into the Dream Gate. Riella would come every day and ask if I saw her come through, but my answer was always no. For some reason, I'm sounding Australian. Like, right now. Uh, I'll just try to keep it as as it is. I went to visit him in Nightmare. He was pacing across the sky, waiting for his Ashley. He seemed worse from the last time I had seen him. He looked like he hadn't been getting rest. I slowly flew up to him to ask if he was okay. Alright. Sorry, bad wording. Riella, are you doing alright? My oldest sibling looked at me, expressing fear and denial. I personally didn't want to get too close since he looked like he was ready to break. Bend until you break, keep it in the vein. Bend the chains, give me power. I'm sorry. He didn't say a word to me and continued to pace. Riella, you don't look too well. Please talk to me. Still no answer from him. I gently placed a hand on his shoulder and slowly flew him down and back down to his throne to sit down. Riella calmly did so as I tried to get him to relax. You really are starting to worry me, Riella. Now try to relax. I'm sure Ashley will come soon. I tried to stay positive, but Riella still remained the same. How can I? It has been weeks. Where could she be? I slowly backed away from him. He was starting to scare me. I didn't know what to do but to leave him with some encouragement in words and let him have some time alone. I know she will be back, Riella. For now, you should get your rest. Again, should have worded that a little better, Danny, but whatever. I rubbed his shoulder and flew off. I was sure he would get over it, but I was wrong. A few days later, Riella was back on his usual job of stealing Idia. I was happy that he was recovering, but something was different. He was completely alone this time. I took caution and watched Riella as I noticed a few changes in him. His claws looked longer and sharper along with his teeth. I noticed a small group of visitors playing near the riverside. I watched as the unthinkable occurred. Riella savagely destroyed and stole the visitors' Idia with his bare hands. The children screamed as the blood spilled into the river and seeped into the ground of the green field. I immediately flew towards the visitor the moment he left. I only could cry as I saw the tormented bodies of what were innocent children. I couldn't believe Riella would do this. Why would he do this? I told Owl about this the moment I saw that this was becoming more frequent. Frequent. He clearly knew it was linked to Ashley's disappearance, and I wanted to tell him personally to knock it off. He came with me to go and confront him the next day. When I saw Riella up close that day, the blood on his clothes from the other day was still present on him. I nearly lost my meal at the sight as he spoke with a sinister smile on his face. Oh, nights. Oh, nights. Long time no see. Oh my god, did you really have to put that in, Danny? Well, then again, he does say it in Journey Dreams, so I guess that counts, but still, it's a Sonic thing. Ugh. Owl spoke up and went straight to the point. Riella, this madness has to end. You cannot take out your anger on these visitors. Visitors, when they get older, leave. So get over it. Don't use them as target practice. I only watched as anger washed over my brother, and as if his skin turned paler than usual. You do not know anything about my Ashley. No one knows her the way I do, or love her the way I do. Don't you dare tell me how to live my life. He yelled as he clawed Owl in the face. Ow! He fell to the floor as I only could try and comfort the elderly bird. Riella only looked satisfied at this scene. How could you do this to him, Riella? Riella only laughed as he flew away. I stayed to help Owl and warn other visitors about the dangers that was lurking in the shadows. Even with all my efforts, I couldn't save much visitors. Riella was on a killing spree all over Nightopia. I watched him destroy each land piece by piece. His appearance and sanity continued to worsen by day. I needed to stop him. I needed to stop him somehow, and it would have to be me. I went up to him and told him to stop this, but he had other plans. He fought me for this, and I was losing the battle quick. He had gained new powers that outmatched my own. I was spared the moment when he saw another visitor nearby. Riella grinned at this as he went to torment the child. Riella, stop! Please! I begged in despair the young visitor. Riella looked back at me with a smirk on his face. How about this, knights? You put knights instead of knights, Danny. Wordings, okay? Save yourself the trouble and stop protecting these visitors. If you do, I won't bring you back to Nightmare. I won't bring you back to Nightmare, he said in a sly manner. I was shocked at this offer. But the lives of the visitors were worth more than me. Hang on a sec, guys. And if I don't? Rial's expression changed to the moment he heard those words and turned into something of anger. I will personally capture you, torture you, and have your head. I wasn't convinced. He always threatened me like that. I still wasn't taking it seriously. Riella could tell I didn't get the message as he continued. Do you really know what I can do in this new form? Riella let the child go as he started to tower over me. I can beat you until you are numb. Tear you limb by limb. Slowly burn you till you're nothing but bones. Cut you and let you bleed to death. I can even rape you if I feel like it. I was sickened to my stomach to hear this threat. Riella would torture and even rape me if I dared to help anyone. I feared for my own life as I backed away and let Riella do as he pleased. He smiled at me as he said, Good night. I knew you would see things my way. Riella pet my head and went back to killing the poor visitor as I watched it all go down. At the end of it, I remember just staring at my brother. That was turning point for everything to change. He pillaged and terrorized Nightopia, leaving it a bloody and chaotic world under Nightmare's control. I could only watch as this world turned into a hellhole. I tried to convince him to stop, but he would only scratch and cut me till I was numb. I cussed myself every day because of what I'd done. I shouldn't be alive right now. Why didn't I risk it? Everyone I cared for is suffering and dying because of me. All I could do was hope that Riella stops this Armageddon, or Ashley comes back to stop him. Let's hope for the better, 'cause I don't think I can take much more of this. And that's the end of it. Jeez. Danny wasn't kidding when she said she would definitely make Knights is part of the story seem a bit more understandable as to what he had to go through. And honestly, it just makes me want to hug Knights even more. I mean, seriously, the poor Nightmare, and seriously, Knights literally has been through a lot. And what's worse, he can't really beat Riella in this. Which, honestly, I'll say this right now. When Sega ever makes Riella and Knights fight, you always have to beat Riella, and which is a shame because Riella is a very clever and classic villain. And he actually has the standards of actually winning, and yet Sega, not cool. The only time you actually get the chance is if you're playing two-player mode, which doesn't really seem to work. But when it comes to certain stories, I'm not sure how they portray his character at times. Honestly, when they get this close, they're at least doing something right, and they actually put him in a position that would actually seem to make sense. But also, it would also give Knights a reason to not be, well, happy-go-lucky, very naive, or curious to the point where he could get, screwed over and all. I would like to see Knights as a bit more mature, rather than just being, well, brushing off Riella as if he was just some nagger. Which, of course, he does actually put that out in the game. Riella, did you come all this way here just to nag me? Yeah, like that. But anyways, this was actually a really good attempt to make a sort of inspiration from my fanfic, or at least creepypasta. And hi Zoe. Which, you did pretty good, Danny. You did pretty good. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know that I sure did, and this was actually a really good read. And, well, I pretty much will continue Fullmetal Alchemist later, guys. And also note, I will be putting a link in the description below so that I can pretty much show you what Dreams of Reality are or is. Because, well, like I said, Danny actually does need help. So if you could actually get a chance to talk with her, it would really help. So yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I'll see y'all later. Ciao, ciao.